As we know, the Nigerian Super Eagles are locking horns with the Warrior Antelopes of Ethiopia on Sunday. My name is Solomon Jagmese. Welcome to Complete Sports Update, the show that brings you up-to-date information about events in the world of sports. And with me is James Agberebi.
Hello viewers, it's a pleasure being on the show today.
We are going to the Premier League, where we saw on the weekend Adnan Januzaj. He made a superb 2-goal win for Manchester United against Sunderland. After the match, David Moyes was asked his opinion about the player, and he said for an 18-year-old player, he's not too young to start a match. And looking at the fact that when he was at Everton, he started Wayne Rooney at the age of 16, and Ross Barkley also at the age of 16. So an 18-year-old player playing for Manchester United and giving an up-to-par performance is not something that is so intriguing. But also, he also congratulated the player for his performance. What do you want to say about this?
What do you call it? Adnan Januzaj. That's a very funny kind of thing. I think the guy really surprised a lot of people, because initially it was Wilfried Zaha that was everybody's choice. Yeah. Before Sir Alex left, I think he was one that brought him over to Manchester United. Yeah. And
the guy showed they had to loan him back to Crystal Palace, to gain more experience. Then during the preseason, he showed flashes of what he could do. But surprisingly, the guy has not really hit the ground running as expected for Manchester United. And from nowhere, you just saw one 18-year-old boy. I think he started from the academy, if I'm not mistaken, and he has kind of stolen the show. I think it's a good player and one for the future. And I believe with the kind of manager David Moyes is, I believe he's going to nurture him to greater heights, because he has the record, with Wayne Rooney and Ross Barkley. So I believe he's going to make sure the guy realizes his potential.
Also, going to tennis, we saw Novak Djokovic beating Rafael Nadal in the China Open, just concluded China Open. Rafael Nadal has moved back to the #1 rankings, and also this is his first loss in any clay competition this year. What do you want to say about this?
Nadal and Djokovic, they just concluded China Open. Djokovic is one player that you cannot just. It's very difficult to just show him aside. He's one of the top guys when it comes to tennis, world tennis.
Though he lost to Nadal during the last Grand Slam, but I think he has shown that he's somebody that he has that fighting spirit. He never say die attitude. Unfortunately, that he is going to lose the #1 ranking to Nadal, but I think he has proven to everybody that he has the ability to always come back, and this is the fourth victory in
out of five champions.
China, yeah.
So I think it's a good one for him. Though unfortunately he's going to lose the #1 ranking to Nadal.
Okay. Also, talking about the China Open, Serena Williams made a good start to the end of the season with a 6-2, 6-2 win over Jelena Jankovic, and this is like a new start for her, coming from injury.
Ever since she was able to overcome that injury, that I think she had a cut in her leg that
ruled out for most part of I can't remember I think that was last year or something. I can't remember. So I think she has shown everybody that she has the character. She has the experience, she has everything. I think after winning the last. She has won 2 Grand Slams this year, if I'm not mistaken, and I think she has shown that she still has a lot to offer.
Going to the FIFA World Cup 2014, Keshi has insisted that the weather in Addis Ababa will not be a detraction for the Super Eagles to soar in Ethiopia. He also added that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who are going to play on Saturday, are not afraid to play Ethiopia, the Warrior Antelopes. What do you want to say about this?
For me, find Altitude,
is one issue that has been, everywhere now, But I believe that for a very good team, no matter the obstacle, the whatever, the adversity or whatever you want to call it, a very good team will go anywhere and win. I remember in 2001, the qualifiers for the 2002 FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. I remember a certain game we played against Sudan. Initially, that game was supposed to be held in Khartoum, the capital, but they deliberately took the game to Omdurman, just to destabilize the Super Eagles. But fortunately, the game ended 4-0 in our favor. Despite the bumpy pitch, the atmosphere and everything. Also, I remember when we played against Algeria, the qualifiers for 2006 World Cup. We've never defeated them in Algeria before, but we saw that our boys came out and spanked them 5-2. So I believe with the caliber of players we have now, with their exposure, the Nations Cup, the Confederations Cup, I believe it's going to be difficult, no doubt, but they will. I see them at least getting a draw at worst, but I don't see the Ethiopians defeating them. They will come out with a good result. Whether the altitude or no altitude, I believe it's going to be a positive result for Stephen Keshi and his words.
Also, still talking about the FIFA 2014 World Cup, John Obi Mikel, Victor Moses, Austin Ejide, and Shola Amuebi are hitting the Eagles camp today. They will be at the Bolton White apartment camp, where other Super Eagles players are going to be residents before they make their final departure to Ethiopia. So what do you want to say about this? The Eagles, the mingling together after the last match against Malawi. They're coming back together in Abuja to play in the newly launched Abuja National Stadium.
Part of correction, I don't think they've settled for the Abuja National Stadium for now. We don't know yet.
Okay.
For now, I think it's still the UGS Stadium in Calabar. Okay. Now, they're talking about the players coming in.
After featuring for their club size, I believe the players, because the Ethiopians, they've been together for going to 3 weeks now, sweating it out and getting prepared for the big game. And the Super Eagles guys now coming in, I think they've come because the game is kind of less than five days away from now, and some people might be like, would they have enough time to blend and all those things? But they are professionals, they know what's at stake, and I don't think they have to stay long in camp to get prepared for the game. With their experience and exposure, I believe they will do well. They've been together before. They know themselves. They just come together and map out strategy on how to go about the game.
Also, concerning the home advantage, Stephen Keshi has said the Super Eagles of Nigeria have played a couple of difficult games against bigger teams in Europe. So playing in Addis Ababa against the Wale Antelopes of Ethiopia will not be like to any disadvantage to the Nigerians. This rounds up another exciting episode of Complete Sports Updates. Question for the week: can you predict the scores of the Nigeria-Ethiopia match in Addis Ababa? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.